Good morning. Let's go. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday. How we doing, traders? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes. Bill Boyle is in the house. Hello, my Bill Boyle. Just adjusting this at the moment. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? How we doing, Wilmer? Hello, Wilmer. You the man, Wilbur. Good morning. Let's go. It is Sunday in the markets. How we doing, my traders? Malik, hello. Sandeep, how are we, Sandeep? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Bump. Good morning, D Cruz. Hello. Yerlin with the roses. Thank you, Yerlin. We got the party sunglasses, everybody. We got the party sunglasses on the board. Hammer those things. Let's go. Good morning, Malik. It's just, what is the alternative, Malik? You know what I'm saying? We're breathing. We woke up this morning. We got breath. We got life. We get to be traders. Yes, it is. Let's go. Hello, Marcus. How are you? Woke up sick again yesterday and today, but I'm feeling all right. We're doing all right. These kitties, they have a lot of germs. You know what I'm saying, my beauties? Marcus with the party glasses. Let's go, Marcus. Be like Marcus, everybody. Let's go. Wake up. Shake it out. Just because it's Sunday, we don't be lazy now, do we? We don't lay in bed all day, do we? No. We get up, we got goals. We got to make ourselves better. Let's go. Breathe, everybody. Breathe. Golf in the rain. Get some ponchos. That's what we did. Taco Pape. Yes. Akeem the Dream. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we're going to do Microsoft. We're going to go over all the things. Right now, all we need to do is TAP over there on the YT. And here, we got to hammer those sunglasses, okay? Very, very important. Tell the VIP we are live, everybody. Tell the VIP we are live. Yes. Good morning. We're going to get started here very, very shortly. Work never stops, baby. Let's go, my beauties. Taco Poppy with the glasses. Taco, hammer these things right here. These sunglasses, Taco. Let me show you. Hammer these things right here. The party glasses. Let's go, let's go. Hello, JDM. Thank you for the cone of cones, baby. Good morning, everybody. Always live, baby. All right, here we go, everybody. My name is Voss. Welcome to the Sunday stream. We gave you some good education yesterday. Welcome to all the VIP members from yesterday. Today, we have to go over what are we going to look at tomorrow. When you pull up Miss Market, this is Miss Market. If you ever want to see what symbol we're on, let me move this over a smidge here. Let me see if we can get this bigger. Stand by. Just want you to know what. All right, that right there is the symbol that we are on, okay? The SPY, and this is the time frame that we will be on. So as we switch through, you know what we're looking at, okay? Let me move this over a smidge more. Okay. So we have Miss Market. Soon as you pull up Miss Market right now and tomorrow morning, what's the first thing you see? What is the first thing we see? Mr. Dave, yes. Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you. That's how it's done, my babies. What's the first thing? Narrow state. Correct. Boom. Right there, we are narrow. What does this tell us about Miss Market tomorrow? What is the one thing this is going to tell us about Miss Market tomorrow? We're going to get a good move out of Miss Market tomorrow. We just don't know if we're going up or if we're going down, correct? We know we're narrow. That much we do know. As we head over to the 5-minute, we look delicious. So the market will give us something good tomorrow. We know that. We just don't know our direction yet. And why don't we know our direction yet? Because we don't know our position. Okay? Once we get our position, then we can put together the blueprint and see what we may do in the market. Remember, traders, we don't care if we go up or we go down. How many of you in here only trade to the long side? How many people in here only trade long? Only. Put me in the chat. I'm just curious here. Mr. Day with the $1.99. Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Dave. How many of you only long is crazy, correct? Do we have anyone who only goes long here? You only look to the long side. Is there anybody? Or do we do both sides of the market, hopefully now? So, folks, if you only go to the long side, you are putting yourself in a lot of trouble. Because if we go down, you got nothing to do. Now you're forcing yourself to find something that's going to the upside. When the majority of the market is going to the downside, you got yourself a problem here. Okay? So we know we are narrow. Now, if we open in this position right here, what are you going to do at the open? What is your game plan? You open, you get a gap to the upside right here. Ding, 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 ding. The bell goes off. We gapped up here. This is your first candle. What are you doing? Are you going to try to chase this to the moon, to the upside? Because 92% of traders are going long there. Do you realize that? What are you going to do in the markets? Are you going long or are you waiting? What are you going to do, traders? I'm not shorting. I'm not shorting this back to the downside. Why? Because we're in that narrow state. I'm not touching a narrow state in position 3. Okay? I need major confirmation in order to touch a narrow state in position 3. You got to wait for the pullback, my traders. Okay? Right here. We have to wait for this. Let it pull back. Let it pull back. Okay? That's what you're looking for. If this thing opens and starts going to the upside, okay, this is our move, and this starts going to the upside, I'm not touching it. I am not touching that move to the upside. This was our gap up, traders. Here's our gap up. Here's our first candle of the day. I am not touching that. Now, on the second candle of the day right here, can you go long on this candle to the upside? Yes or no? Official KK, Davion. Yes, it is. Thank you, my Davion. I appreciate you. Yes, you can go along there. Of course you can. It is the retest. All right. Now, if this is your gap up, traders, and this is you produce this right here on your second candle, are you going long right there on the give back play? Are we going long on that topping tail candle on the give back play? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. No, why not? Why? It's a topping tail candle. We're not going long there. Now, what if we do this? Here we go. We open here. Ding, 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 ding. We get that candle. Second candle to the upside produces this. Are we going long right there? Narrow state. You got to know the state. Are we going long there? Yes, it is. You're going long there. You have bullish momentum to the upside. You're going for your 1-to-1 play. You're already in position 3. You can't look for a 2-to-1 out of here. You're narrow, which gives you the signal on a give back with the proper event. You can still go long, okay? Now, if we open here tomorrow, traders, you get that nice big elephant bar. Can you hammer away here in position 2 in a narrow state to the upside? Yes or no? Hello, April. Hello, Mr. Dave. Malik, Akeem, the dream. Yes, it is. Yes, you could go long there out of position 2. You are in the narrow state. In the narrow state. In the narrow state. Everyone, hashtag narrow state in the chat. Okay? Now, if we open right here, my beauties, above the whip zone, can we go long right there, above that whip zone? Yes or no? Now, if you say yes, you can go long there, I want to know in the chat why you can go long there. If you can't go long there, I want to know why you can't go long there. Put it in the chat. Narrow state event, correct. But look, you're clearing everything to the left, the prior hour to the left. You're clearing it. You get in and hammer that pig to the upside, all right? You are in a narrow state, clearing. You are going to get a beautiful move. That's where you're going for your 2-to-1 because you're going to get it, all right? You got to hammer that thing. Now, that's all the plays to the upside. Does that mean our position at the open will be to the upside tomorrow? No. Nobody knows, right? And we don't care. We're just going to do this. Now we're going to move this up to the upside now. Let's say we open right here tomorrow to the downside. Right out of this position. Are we hammering away at shorts to the downside now? Well, we didn't open. Our position wasn't bullish. It is now bearish. Can we hammer that thing to the downside? Yes, it is. You are clearing everything to the left now, your last hour. So we don't care if we go up or down, okay? Now, if we open down in this position, are we going to hammer shorts right here to the downside? Out of position 3. Who's hammering shorts right there? No, we're not hammering shorts there. We are in position 3. But if I get this, and my next candle gives me that, can I hammer a short for a 1-to-1 to the downside? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Of course you can. You got confirmation on the give back in a narrow state. You're going for a 1-to-1 only out of that position. And traders, this is why you must know your state and your positions, okay? You can't just randomly just say, I'm getting in and hoping for the best. We're bleeding out. You're not bleeding out because once this cycles out to the downside, you know which way you're going? You are coming back this way, all right? This was our move to the downside. You're coming back this way. That is your 50% level. Once you cycle out to the downside, you are now playing the reversal back up to the key resistance levels. Does everybody understand this? once you reach this key reversal level right here, does everybody see it? Does that mean on the next candle right here, we're going long? Are we going long right here? Who's going long there on the third green candle, breaking over that key resistance level? No, we are not going long there. That is a poke through of the level. That's just a poke through. Okay? Let me show you. This is our move to the downside. That is our 50%. Okay? At the open, you get this move here, okay? We cycle out. Boom. That is your entry right there back to the 50%. So as we start coming up the board here, boop, we are not getting in up here, traders. This is a poke through. We need a retest of that 50%. You need the retest, okay? The pullback right here. Retest it. You got to hold it. You got to hold it. Then you hammer that thing back to the whip zone up to the top. This is how you trade, folks. This is real trading. We're not guessing. Okay? We are not guessing. You will cycle out. I promise you, you will cycle out and get that reversal. So you have two options now. You either play the reversal here, or you either play the give back bar here. That's option number one. Option number two is you wait and play the reversal back to the 50%. That's option number two. And option number three is you get above the 50 and play the reversal of the break of structure back to the upside. Okay? Now, we do have a fourth option. Does anyone know what the fourth option is here? You retrace back to the 50, you get an event and play it back down to the bottom of your pivot. So you have four different options to play here on this one setup based on position, based on state of your stock. You're not trying to play every single one. An amateur would try to catch every move in the market. That's where you lose. Okay? Vital information here for you all. And this is what you learned in the VIP times 1,000. You got to know what you're doing. So this is narrow. That's mismarket. We just gave you moves up and we just gave you moves down. Now, we are at 12,000 taps only, which is ridiculous. Yesterday, we only hit 60. Go hammer to 50,000 likes, everybody. We have 5 party hats left on the board. What I just showed you in a matter of 18 minutes is more than you knew your entire trading career. So please support the stream. You don't always get a gap fill, Musa. You're not just playing because of a gap fill. That's novice trading. You are playing your setups, not the gaps. Setups, setups, setups. Start hammering away. We got 5 hats available, my beauties. 5 hats we got to finish off. Jules, Brianna, yes, Brian Castro, Andrew, Zen, Davion, yes, it is. Now we're going to go over to Tesla. Who's over there cheering? Who's over there cheering? Say me. Who's doing that on their phone? Say me. Now, on Tesla tomorrow, you're in a narrow state. Same thing applies. Narrow state. That's what you want on Tesla, okay? We're going to move over to Google. Google, narrow. Same thing applies. Amazon. All right, now Amazon is a little different. Amazon, we're going to open in a neutral state, okay? You see this? We are in a neutral state on Amazon. Now, things get a little different here. And I'm going to show you one little brief one here. We open up here in this position. Are we hammering that thing for a short to the downside? This is our gap up. We are in a neutral state. We get a short event. Are you taking that short? Lino Rocha, yes it is. Lino! Yes, you're taking that short. You are in a bearish, neutral state. You are in a bullish position. You are going to pull back at the open. That is your gap up right there. You see it? That's your 50%. You are shorting this back down because of the state of your stock. You have to know the state, folks. I'm telling you right now, if you don't know the states of your stocks better than you could do 2 plus 2, you're always going to struggle. You're always going to struggle between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. Always. It's going to be a constant struggle for you because the majority of the time you're always trading against position and state. Okay? Remember that, traders. I'm taking it twice. I like that. Yes, it is. Thank you for all those donations, everybody. State of your stock, everybody. State. And to learn all of this, we are going to teach you and hammer this inside your brain over and over in that VIP. Right here, thevosstrading.com, or click the link on my YouTube or TikTok bio to get in there. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Now, I got a question for you all. Are we ready? Right here, if I was to draw this out for you, are we ready? If I was to draw this out for you and number these, what number is this? Back down to the 20. What number is that? What part of the market cycle are you on right there? Does anybody know? Most traders are going long here. The novice is trying to go long there. What number in the cycle is that pullback to the 20? Does anybody have a clue? Lino Rocha! Yes, it is! My Lino Rocha! Thank you, my brother. Let's go get some roses, everybody. Everyone, give a loved one in here a rose. Go get them. This is number 3 in the market cycle. You are coming back down on the market cycle table. This is 3 coming back down. The problem is you all are trying to go long out of 2. And then right here is consolidation, giving you a little bit of hope that you're still going to go long. You're coming back to the 20. Why are we coming back to the 20? Why aren't we not going long there? What are the reasons we're not going long there? I mean, when you know how to trade, it sticks out like there's no one in their right mind going long there. So why aren't we going long? Why aren't we going to the moon? You're in position 3. Where are you going? We just went over this. Where are you going in position 3? All roads lead back to the 20. Look at the event right here. Whoop! Look at that topping tail. You get a double event. You're coming back to the 20. That is what you're doing. Now, once you get back to this 20, you need an event to go long again. You don't get one. There is no event here whatsoever to go back long. None. But you get an event again to short. Look, you ready for it? Whammo! There it is. In the direction of the heartbeat of the market. Remember yesterday? In the direction of the heartbeat. Come on, guys. You got to do this. If I pull this time frame up right here, what is this called? What's that called, everybody? Tell me that time frame. What is that time frame? Thank you for the follows, everybody. I love you. I love all our beautiful traders in here. That is called the 5-minute, correct? It is the one. This is where you are going to make your living on this time frame right here. And when do we trade this time frame? What time do we start trading on the 5? Does anybody know? Hello, T. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Pierre. Richard or Pierre. He is. Good to see you all over there on the tubes. I love it. Mr. Dave, how many do we have over there on the tubes right now? 9:45. Yes. 9:45 a.m. You are going to move to the 5. That's where your executions are going to be on the 5-minute chart. Before we take a trade on the 5-minute, what do we have to check? The 5-minute says we got a good setup here. Now what do we do? The 5-minute gives you a beautiful setup. Now, what do we do from there? Right here, look. 5-minute says we're going to the moon. What are we doing? Checking what? We're checking the big brother. And who's big brother of the 5-minute to tell you to go, 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 go? Who's the big brother, everybody? The 15-minute. What else are we checking? We have the 5-minute setup. We have the 15-minute that says go. Now what are we doing? Are we still getting in? Are we still going to the moon? No, you got to check your 1 hour and daily to make sure you're not running into any pivots or key moving averages. Okay? We have to make sure we are free and clear on the higher time frames. We are not going long into traffic. We are not going long into traffic. We are not shorting into traffic. Okay? You need clear movements on your higher time frames. Time and time again, I see so many traders entering right into all support and resistance. That's the number one thing I tell VIP traders every day as I'm taking trades. Why did you just go long into the 20 on the 15-minute? Why are we going long there? You can't go long there. That is a brick wall. Do you see this right here, my beauties? This is a brick wall. You're not going long there. This is a brick wall. We're not going short there. But most of you aren't trading the higher time frames. You're only on the 1 or the 2. And you're guessing. You have no clue what's going on in the higher time frames. Now, let me ask you all this. What is one of the top reasons that most traders, when I tell them they have to trade on multiple time frames, they go, Come on, you all in the VIP had that same reaction. Oh, I got to trade on multiple time frames? What's the problem? Do you know what the problem is? Why are you saying that? Thank you for all those follows, my beauties. Because they don't want to put the work in. They want trading to be easy. That's why most traders come to the market. They think they're just going to put some money in a brokerage account and they're going to get in and it's just going to make them money. They think they're going to hear this when they get into their trade. Look, they think they're going to hear this. Are we ready? I just got in my first trade. Woo! It's fallen from the sky. But you know what most traders do? Beginners, when they get into a trade, instead of hearing that in their mind, this is what they're doing. You ready? Instead of hearing that in their mind, this is what they're hearing. Are we ready? What just happened? Half of my account is gone. I got to tell my wife I just blew $10,000. And then you're looking at it. It's like opening the refrigerator door when you're hungry at your house. You open it, there's nothing you like, you close it, you come back 5 minutes later, you open the refrigerator door thinking something else is going to appear in there that you like. Over and over again. This is what happens with a new trader when they lose all their money. They keep checking their account, hoping the money comes back in. If I call my broker, you think they'll give me my money back? Let me call my broker up. Hello? Lightspeed. Yes, my name is Wilbur. Hello, Wilbur. What can I do for you? I just took my first trade ever, and I just lost $10,000. Can you put that money back? You know what they're going to do to you? You ready? We played a screaming sound, and now we're playing a laughing sound. Sorry, YouTubers. How many of you have thought about calling your broker? Please give me back my money. Please. With interest. With interest. I'll pay interest if you just give me back my money. No. So instead of opening up an account, not knowing what you're doing, learn how to trade, everybody. Learn how to trade in the simulator. If you can't be profitable in a simulator, you're not going to be profitable, period. At all. So let's regroup. Number one, how many of you, before you met me in the VIP, can honestly say you knew the state of your stock? Lino Rocha with the fireworks. Lino Rocha. Lino with the money gun. Andrew with the cake slikes. Esther Lopez with the rose. Kendi with the welcome. State of what? See what I'm saying? How many of you knew the position of your stock? How many of you knew the position of Lino Money Gun? Thank you, Lino. You don't know. And that's why you lose. Okay? Do you know why most traders won't trade between 9:30 and 10 a.m.? You know why most traders won't trade this time frame? Who knows why? The majority of novice traders won't trade here. Too much volatility for them. This is where they collect all their losses between this time frame. This is where you need to trade. This is where the volume is. This is where the momentum is. This is where you're going to make your living. You can't run away from this and say, oh my God, I'm going to trade around noon when it slows down. Slows down? There's no volume. You're fighting for pennies. What do you mean? You got to play with the big boys and girls, 9:30 to 10:30. This is where your bread and butter is. Right here, everybody. This is where you make your living. You don't get scared and run away, but the reason you do that is because you're trading your real money and you can't afford to lose that money. And between 9:30 and 10 a.m. especially, and 9:30 and 11:30, this is where the volatility is, and your money could be gone just like that. But the reason you run away from this time frame is because you have no idea what you're doing. You know you have no idea what you're doing. So you escape and you go to the higher times. You start trading around 12, around 1. But you know what happens when we start trading around 12 and 1 o'clock? You die by 1,000 cuts. In this area right here, you die by 1,000 cuts. You're not going anywhere here. This is where trades go to die, everybody. Mark that down right now. This is where trades go to die. So you get in a trade, it starts to go your way. Yes, yes, yes. Whammo. Nope. We lost that one. I'm going to take it short now. Nope. Whammo. Back the other way. There's nobody here. We're all out eating a beautiful sandwich of some kind. We're not looking at the market. Are you kidding me? Who here trades between 9:30 and 10:30 every morning? Put me in the chat. Who trades between 9:30 and 10:30? This is the supermarket, Huste. We have apples, oranges, bananas. We have some carrots. Okay. Miss Terry, we don't want to trade all day. You don't become a trader, so you sit at your screen and look at it all day. Because trading between 9:30 and 10:30 is going to be different than trading between 1:30 and 4. These are totally two different times. And forget 12 o'clock. Totally different. You are not going to trade here like you trade here. It's going to be different. You don't become a trader so you can stare at this screen all day. You want to be wrapped up and done latest 11 a.m. Eastern time. If I don't take a trade by this time, tomorrow's another day. Because if I start to force something later in the day, we're going to lose. we are going to lose. Okay? Here's another question. How many trades do you all take every day? A, B, or C? 1 to 3, 3 to 6 trades, or 6 plus trades every day? How many? A, B, or C? Put it in the chat. Over there on the YT, put it in the chat. Don't be scared. Put it on the board. Good. I'm very happy to see this. We're starting to teach you now. Elio, thank you for the heartbeat. We're starting to teach you. Okay, look. If you do this every month, you are not green. If you're C every month, you are not green. If you are B, you have a 50-50 shot of being green. If you do this and you're in our VIP, you're going to be green every month. VIPers, is that a correct statement to say? 0 chance of being green every month. 50-50. Bingo. The problem is traders think the more they trade, the more money they make. The more you trade, the more money you lose. I'm going to repeat that. The more you trade, the more you lose. Okay? Write that down. So, but Voss, how am I going to make more money? How do we make more money in the market? First of all, you shouldn't be focusing on that. But if you only take 1 to 3, how do we make more money in the market? What do we do, everybody? What do we do? Do we take more trades? No. You up your size. Whoop. Your contracts go up. Okay? Your shares go up. Not taking more trades. The market will only give you 3 to 5 opportunities on every symbol between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. 3 to 5. Maybe you'll get 6. That's all you get to trade a real trade. I'm not talking about scalping. Those aren't real traders. Those are people who tried to trade like a real trader and couldn't handle staying in a trade for more than a minute. If you are a real trader, you get 3 to 5 opportunities on each symbol every day. 3 to 5 opportunities. That's it. If you can find, your job is to find those 3 to 5 opportunities. You are a setup hunter. Find those 3 to 5. And out of those 3 to 5, you're only taking 1 to 3 trades a day. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to start winning. Your win rate will go up. The money you make will go up. Your losers will come down. Your losers will come down. Okay? Right now, these are your winners in the market. These are your losers in the market. Your losers are double the size, if not more, than your winners are. Am I correct? Who in here has losers bigger than their winners all the time? You get excited off those little losers. You're like, yes, I want to trade. But the trade before that was double the size in losses. So if this is you in the VIP, we're going to clean up this mess, okay? With your help, we're going to clean this up and we're going to flip it. We're going to flip it. And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why, traders, that your winners are smaller than your losers. If I put this on the screen, what does that mean? Who knows what that means right there? Doesn't matter, Mike, what instrument you trade. Options, Forex, futures, equities. Well, we teach you price action. The instrument is irrelevant. The instrument is irrelevant, and we're going to go over that in a second. This is risk to reward. Before you enter any trade you take, you must know what you're risking and what your reward's going to be before you enter the trade. Before I enter this short back to the downside, I know what I'm risking and I know where I'm going, how far I'm going down. Most traders, they get in, they have no idea where they're going, they have no idea what they're risking. They're just hoping it goes in the direction that they're going. That's it. You guys get into a trade and you go like this: oh, please go my way. And if it doesn't, you hold on for dear life. You start praying to the person upstairs, hoping it comes back so you can at least break even. Am I right? You have no trading rules whatsoever. You cannot be a trader unless you know your risk to reward. Trading is a business. You own your trading business, everybody. Would you treat your business like this? Guessing, hoping, praying? No. You're just gambling. That's it. Each trade you take, your risk to reward is going to be different based on the cycle of the market at that time. You didn't know that, did you? Based on the market cycle, your risk to reward is going to be different. You may take a trade at 9:45 and you're risking 80 cents per share. You may take a trade at 10 o'clock and you're only risking 40 cents per share. You may take a trade, God forbid, at 2 o'clock and you're only risking 30 cents per share. Based on your rules that you're going to outline in the VIP will dictate if a 60 or 70 cents per share trade is yours or not. Just because you have the beautiful setup we teach you doesn't mean that's your trade based on your risk to reward. This is a business. We do one thing in our trading business. Does everybody know what it is? 2 words in our trading business. What is it we do? The only thing we do. Who knows it? Risk management. That is it. You are a risk management trader. Nothing more, nothing less. You trade setups. Nothing more, nothing less. If you can't control your risk, you're going to lose. And that's why your winners are going to be smaller than your losers. The only thing we control is risk management. Write that down. That is the only thing we control in the market. When we get into a trade to the upside, we have no control if that's going to move to the upside or not. You have 2 points of risk management, which you will learn in the VIP. You have 2 points. Your stop, based on your risk management of that trade, and your break-even point. Our job is to train you so 70% of the time when you take a trade, you can get your break-even in. In order to get your break-even in, you must earn the right to put your break-even in. You don't enter a trade and just put a break-even in when it moves up. You must earn the right to put your break-even in, which we're going to teach you. If you do not get a break-even opportunity, you are going to stop out to live to trade another day based on your risk to reward that we teach you and risk management properly. Right now, we're at 60,000 cheers. We got to get to 100. Let's go. Hammer away, everybody. 1 minute TAP blitz. Go. Trading is a business. You're not just throwing money in, entering, and hoping for the best. This takes effort. This takes time. You must learn how to trade correctly, everybody. Just taking willy-nilly trades in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out is going to make you have this every month. Red months, losses. Woo! We don't want losses. No, 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 no. We want green months. Forget about the day, each day. You're going to have some red days, of course, but the month has to be green or break even. Minimum. You can't be having these big losses every month. You want to be a withdrawer. You want to withdraw in the market. You don't want to be a depositor. How many of you are depositors right now in the market? You know what that means? You constantly deposit money in your account because you're losing. More money, more money, more money, more money. We're going to try it again to see if this one works out. To the moon. Didn't work. To the moon. Didn't work. To the moon. Didn't work. It hurts, right? That's my job. My job is to get through to you, to teach you how the Miss Market, you don't play with Miss Market. This isn't a game. We're not playing Fortnite here. This is real life, folks. Okay? The market will rip you to shreds if you don't learn how to trade her properly. You will lose like that. Like that. Lino with the confetti. Elio. Yes, it is. Lino Rocha. Thank you, Christina Zan with the heart me. How many of you in here have been ripped apart by Miss Market? Put me in the chat right now. How many of you have been ripped apart by Miss Market in your trading journey? Put me. Wow, look at all this. How did that feel? How did that feel? It felt horrible, right? Because you really don't know what you're doing. You know what the feeling is like? And VIP traders, can you explain to them? When you get into a trade, there's no better feeling than this. VIP, tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. You get in for a long to the upside. You get the pullback. Oh my God! You didn't earn the right to put the break even in yet. You also did not, this is your stop right here, okay? Hold on. You get in the trade. Woo! We're in the trade now. Woo! This is where we entered the trade. Our stop is right there. Most people are freaking out right here. Oh my God, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. You didn't earn the right to put the break even in. You get out when you stop out based on your risk to reward right there. We don't get out before. All of a sudden, there it goes. And now we get out for a winner chicken dinner. You were able to withstand the pullback. That's called the market cycle. You were going to enter on A-plus setups that we teach you. So those pullbacks won't flush on you anymore. You will have a chance to win the trade. Okay? Now now the winning is not the greatest feeling in the world. You will earn the right, okay, to put your break even in right there. The stock is right here. You haven't earned the right to get out yet based on your risk to reward. But now you know your break even is in. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. Right, traders? You have nothing to lose now. Your break even is in because you earned the right to put it in. You will be able over and over to be able to put your break even. And now you just sit back and watch it. And then when you see it working and going up, guess what? We have a winning trade. And you're going to do it over and over. Are you going to stop out? Of course. Are you going to have tons of break evens? Of course. But guess what's going to happen? We are going to teach you risk management, proper risk management, so your losses are small. So when you have a loss that looks like this, you still have a fighting chance for 2 more trades to be green for the day. When you have losses that look like this with improper risk management, you think the more trades you take, you're going to get back up there. You're not. You are not, because all of these trades you're taking, half of them will still be losses. They will still be reds. Minimum. So you're constantly clawing to catch back up to that big loss you take. Constantly trying to fight back. It is an exhausting experience. Exhausting. And all of these red trades every day at the end of the month rack up. You might have some little bitty itty green trades. In your mind, you think you did good for the month. And then you go back and look at the month, and this was your reds. And these were your green trades. And you're like, damn, there must be something wrong with the journal. There must be something wrong with this journal. There's no way my reds were that much bigger than my green. Nope, not happening. I'm the greatest. Nope, not happening. So then you start going through your journal, start deleting trades. Well, I really wasn't going to take that one. I remember that trade. Yeah, I wasn't really going to take that. No, not trade either. We'll take that one off. And you convince yourself to make your month green. How many of you have done that? How many of you can say you convince yourself you were green at the end of the month? Oh, we got the first wizard of the day. Are we ready? Today, our first wizard is Silver Surf Her. Silver Surf Her. If your stop loss was tighter, you would never be able to get the pullback. If your stop loss was tighter, you will never be able to get the pullback. Silver Surfer, you, my friend, are the wizard of the day. Keep losing in the market. We need those depositors. You do not want to convince yourself that you were really green at the end of the month. You must own that you suck at trading. You must own it. You see this little precious thing right here? It's a horrible 3-letter word. Horrible. It's called ego. Ego. If you have a big ego and try to trade, Miss Market will rip you to shreds. I love it. I love it. She's going to rip you apart. We must get rid of this in order to be a good trader. Oh, she will. If you stick with this long enough, your ego will get you. Do you hear me, everybody? Your ego will rip you apart over and over and over again. You must accept right now that you are not a good trader. You're not a good trader, everybody. I promise you that right now. You're not. You're not supposed to be good, everybody. Okay? You must earn it. You must deposit your tuition in the market in order to get good at this. No one will ever come into the market and just be good. Never. It's going to take time to train you to be good at this. If you really want this, you're going to be good at this. Now, let me show you this. We all start here. 100 of us. Everybody in here right now. There's 100 of us plus in here, right? We all start here as traders. After about a month, we are going to go in our separate directions. $80 of us are going to go this way. 20 of us are going to go this way. Okay? 80 of us are going to go here. What's the difference between these two? What's the difference between the two boxes? Does anybody know? Cameron James, get in that VIP. Let us teach you how to trade, brother. What's the difference between these two boxes? 80% of you are going to quit. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to quit. It's going to get too tough. Fight or flight, you're gone. Just like you quit the thing before trading, the thing before that, the thing before that, and the thing. You're a chronic quitter. Okay? That's okay. That's who you are. 20 of you are going to see this through and stick it out. Okay? Then we're going to have this little box over here. Does everyone know who this is? Right here. You know what this box is? Out of the 20 here, only 10 of you are going to be traders. That's it. This little box is going to make it in the trading world. Woo! We all started here with big ambitions. We were happy, baby. Yes. Going to be a lot of sad faces. But why is that? Is that because you can't do this? No. You don't have the discipline or the patience to get to that 10 box. That's the difference. It's going to get hard and you are going to quit. When it gets hard, that is when we buckle up and get better. You must trade over and over and over and over with us in your simulator. Over and over and over. How are you going to get better at trading if you don't know what you're doing wrong? You were going to journal. We're going to teach you how to journal properly. And then it's going to start to make sense. Like we showed you yesterday, this is one of our VIP traders who was terrible for the first 6 months. That is his equity curve now. Is he on here today? Quentin, are you on here today? God darn it. He was horrible. Look at his equity curve. It was up here. Whoop. Look, 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 look. Woo. But the problem is most of you are going to stay down here because you don't know what you're doing. You do not know what you're doing. Okay? Don't you want to know what you're doing? He fought and fought. Never once did I hear out of his mouth, I'm going to quit. I have never heard that out of his mouth. I thought it was coming. I really did. I said, I know it's coming. He fought. He fought like a lion. And he kept it going, and now he's a winner. There's no running away. I can be tough at times, folks. I'm going to tell you that now. But it's for your own good because I want you to win. I want you to be good at this. I know how bad it feels to suck at trading. Oh, I cried myself to sleep at night. I screamed at 3 a.m. I threw things. I called myself worthless, useless. I shouldn't even be blah, 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 blah. I had a breakdown. It was the worst feeling in the world. I know what you're going through. It sucks. I get it. But I kept going. When everyone else told me, if you don't stop, you're going to wind up in a mental institution. Why did I keep going? Because I couldn't get any worse. I couldn't get any worse. That was the thing. My losers finally hit rock bottom. So I wasn't getting any worse than that. And I saw all these other people having success. And I was like, I got to be able to do this. But it took time, man. It was hard. It was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. Hardest thing I ever did in my life. I came close to quitting. I came close. We all do. But I said I can't quit. I put too much time and effort into this to quit now. Because all that pain I went through was for nothing. And I knew I would regret it for the rest of my life. And I would come back and trade again. How many of you have quit after a few months? You said, I still hate what I do for a living, or I hate that I don't have time freedom. I got to go back to trading again. You always wind up, coming back to trading. You quit, and you come back. You quit, you come back. You quit, you make that U-turn, and you come back again. But what you're not doing each time you make that U-turn is learning how to do this. You still don't get it. You still think because you quit and took time off, when you come back, things will be different. But you still don't know. All that time that you quit, it was time for you to lose in the market and learn in an education platform. Doesn't have to be ours. It could be anybody's. Okay? But you're going to get a hell of an education in ours for more than 75% of the price of what they're charging you out there. Right here is where you're going to go, the VossTrading.com. Link is in the bio, or you could just go to theVossTrading.com and come on this journey with us, and we will help you. When you're feeling down, you're going to go into the VIP chat and say, guys, I'm having a rough time. What am I doing wrong? We'll all step up and help you through it. The problem is trading is a lonely game. You're always going to be at this in the end trading alone. That's what you're supposed to do. But you need a support system to bring you back up when things get bumpy. Because your family and friends that aren't traders don't understand what you're doing. Okay? They won't understand what you're doing. Hello, Weingarten Farms. Good to see you. Screen is frozen. Yeah, I get it. You can hear me, though, right? You can hear me though, right? All right, that's all that matters. As long as you can hear me. This is what you need to do, traders. Let's start winning today. Let's start learning how to trade today. Okay? Very, very important. All right, traders, we will be back on tomorrow morning to get all our levels and whip zones in place for you. Hit that follow button. We're on every day for you. Get in the VIP and start learning how to trade. Start learning how to trade, everybody. It's imperative. Okay? Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.